All right, this weekend, the UFC returns to beautiful Miami, Florida. It is UFC 314, and I'm going to break down the fights, and I'm going to give you my predictions. I am going to tell you who I think wins. And we're going to start with the co-main event. Of course, this is one that a lot of people are looking forward to. Paddy The Baddy Pimblett taking on Michael Chandler. There's a lot of storylines, a lot of narratives, so let's get into it. I did a video a while ago saying this is put up or shut up for Michael Chandler. Must-win situation, or put up or shut up, a sink or swim kind of scenario. It clearly is. He's won 2 and he's lost 4 in the UFC. Everybody knows that, okay? He's won 2 out of 6 fights. That's not a good start. Yes, he's been fighting tough competition. Yes, he went to a decision with Charles Oliveira. Yes, he's had potential Fight of the Year nominations against Dustin Poirier and Justin Gaethje, right? But he said he's here for a good time, not a
long time. I'm here for a medium length time.
And he's here to win fights. That's what we all want to do. He wants to be the champ. He's been calling out Conor McGregor. Said he's going to do it again if he beats Paddy The Baddy. Just let that one go. You wasted 2 years of your life. You are 37 years old. In April, later this month, he turns 38, okay? The window is closing for Michael Chandler, so he needs a big win against Paddy The Baddy. Paddy The Baddy currently ranked number 12, and he's not in the elite conversation yet. He is not a guy that is going to be in the Hall of Fame yet. This can all change, to be fair. If Paddy goes out there, gets a big win over Michael Chandler, if he finishes him, if he submits him, if he knocks him out like he's predicting, he thinks he's going to catch him with something wild as he comes running in.
I think there's more chance of me knocking him out than him knocking me out.
Then I'll tell you what, whether you like it or not, it's time to start putting a little bit more respect on Paddy Pimblett's name. Simple as that. And I'm not saying this as somebody that, by the way, is the biggest Paddy The Baddy fan. I'm a fan of what he does. I think he's a decent person. I think he's very entertaining. And I think he talks a lot of shit. And you know what? I like the shit that he talks. Simple as that. We need characters. We need stars. We need personality in the UFC to attract people to it, to get them involved, to get them invested, whether they want them to win or they want them to lose. You gotta care. And Paddy Pimblett does that. He makes people care, one way or the other. So let's get into the fight. Michael Chandler, as we know, started off as a wrestler. He's very, very short and stocky. He's powerful. He's strong. He hits hard. He can wrestle well. He's in great shape. He can go 3 rounds. He can go 5 rounds. He could probably go 10 rounds. And he'll do it at a blistering pace, okay? None of that stuff is in question. You know, the athletic prowess of Michael Chandler. No, none of that's in question, because when the man's not giving TED Talks and giving inspirational quotes, he's doing kettlebell thrusts and cleaning presses and pulling sleds 24/7, right? He's always training, okay? So he's going to be motivated for this fight, and he's going to be confident, and he isn't going to change a damn thing. Yes, he can wrestle. He doesn't choose to wrestle. And this would not be the fight to necessarily choose to wrestle. That's what Bobby Green did last time. And we saw what happened. Bobby Green's got beautiful striking. Went out there, didn't really do anything. Paddy was throwing low calf kicks from a distance, shoots in, and that was it. It was done. Quick as a flash. Paddy cinches up the triangle armbar. Beautiful submission, right? Beautiful. I think because of that, Chandler isn't going to shoot. And he never shoots anyway, okay? He's going to go at Paddy Pimblett, and he's going to look to land those right hands. Now, we saw the video of them both comparing their knuckles, and Michael Chandler started it. And he had some big, nasty, mean hands. I was like, whoa, that is a serious paw that you've got on there. And then when Paddy Pimblett showed his, holy shit. That thing is deformed. It is a mess. You can tell he's been punching a few cars or doors or people's faces as long as he's been on this goddamn planet, okay?
Come on, lad. Look at the size of those paws.
See the size of these.
But bird hands, yeah, dude.
He's seen some shit judging by that hand, I tell you what. Or he's broken it kind of recently. I don't think that at all. There was a little cut on his hand. That wasn't staph. That was a scratch. So nothing to worry about there. All right, UFC 314 goes down this weekend. Paddy The Baddy Pimblett versus Mike Chandler. And in the main event, Alexander Volkanovski trying to become the featherweight champion again when he goes up against Diego Lopez. Now, I have partnered with DraftKings, the official sports betting partner of the UFC. It's a great fight card. I've got a great offer. New customers that sign up to DraftKings just bet $5 on any fight and you will receive $150 in bonus bets instantly. From there, you can stay in on the action with your $150 in bonus bets, in same game parlays for a shot at an even bigger payout. You can combine multiple bets from the same fight. Or if you love the thrill of live betting, DraftKings has got you covered. Bet live on in-progress fights right as they happen, making watching the fights that much more exciting. And if sports betting is not yet available in your state, then don't worry. DraftKings is the one-stop shop for all things Pick 6, where you can join in on all the fun and have the shot to win cash prizes. So, what are you waiting for? Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app right now. New customers, use the promo code Bisping, bet just $5 on any wager and receive $150 in bonus bets instantly. That's code Bisping only at DraftKings. Now, when you look at these two on the feet, who's the better striker? I think Michael Chandler hits harder. That's without a shadow of a doubt. I think he throws straight punches. The straight right is his predominant weapon. Yes, he throws a few kicks. Yes, he throws a nice front kick to the face. Just ask Tony Ferguson about that, who he turned into a chicken nugget. Of course, a disgusting knockout. But that came after he was dropped by Tony Ferguson, okay? Remember that. So Paddy's going to stay on the outside and he's going to look to use low kicks. He's going to look to dance around and avoid Michael Chandler. Simple as that. You could say that this is going to be a kind of Ian Gary-esque performance from Paddy Pimblett, okay? I don't think he's going to stand there and go toe-to-toe. They're not going to trade in the pocket. I don't think Paddy's going to be pointing at the ground like Max Holloway and saying, let's do this right here. Let's throw down. I don't think we're going to see that at all. We're going to see a very, very smart, calculated performance from Paddy Pimblett, because this is it. For Paddy to be considered an elite lightweight, if he gets through Michael Chandler, whether you like it or not, he's going to be fighting for a belt pretty soon. Probably one more win and he would get a title fight. He's already won 6 in the UFC, 7 after Michael Chandler. 8 wins in the lightweight division, taking out big people like Chandler and whoever is next. The man will fight for a belt. So he's going to play this one smart. We know Chandler's going to look to cut the cage off. He might look to wrestle. He might look to clinch, push him up against the fence, try and bully him with his prowess, because he is a stronger guy. That's just a fact. Michael Chandler's going to be stronger. He does have more experience. He has fought at the higher level and he has gone up against way tougher competition. And maybe that's why he's lost. Maybe that's why. Maybe Paddy Pimblett isn't at that level. I know a lot of people like to say that when they look at the Jared Gordon fight. Don't underestimate Jared Gordon. He's a good fighter. And yeah, that one was close and maybe Jared should have got it. But it is what it is. Paddy didn't judge the fight. He just went out there and fought. And it wasn't the best night at the office. Regardless, it was enough to get the job done. So, as I say, I think it plays out on the feet predominantly. Paddy Pimblett, I don't think, has the wrestling to take down Michael Chandler. I think I would put money on that. I'm very, very confident in saying that. And he does swing wild. He's not close, tight, hands high, moving like this. No, when he gets excited, he swings and he leaves the chin up in the air a little bit. So he's going to have to be careful on the feet. He's going to have to tighten things up. Moving around is all well and good, but if the chin's exposed, it's up in the air, and the punches are coming like this, and Michael Chandler's throwing straight, you're going to run into an issue. Another thing is conditioning. Paddy Pimblett has cleaned up the diet. He's probably going to have one of his best weight cuts. There was footage of him around recently. He's been ripped for quite some time. We know he used to blow up in between fights and turn into Paddy the Fatty, right?
But I'm going to have to have one more bite because I'm a fatty.
But he hasn't been doing that lately. And again, this is what you got to do. When you get in there with the big boys, when you're swimming with the sharks in the deep end, everything's got to be leveled up a touch. And that's what I hear Paddy has been doing. So I've been talking a lot, but I haven't told you who I think's going to win. This will blow your mind. Paddy Pimblett, I think, pulls this off. I think it's going to be a fight where the crowd might get a little frustrated. Because as I say, I think Paddy's going to dance around a lot. And Chandler is going to get frustrated. He's going to try and rush him. And Paddy's going to keep moving around, moving and grooving, slipping and sliding, dancing all over the octagon, pumping the jab, throwing low calf kicks, trying to break him down, trying to get him frustrated and see openings and look for something big. I don't think the big shot is going to come from Paddy. I don't think he knocks him out. I don't think he takes him down. I don't think he submits him. But I do think that he wins via decision on points. And I do think it's going to be a really frustrating night at the office for Michael Chandler. However, caveat, if there is a knockout, if there is a stoppage, that's coming from Michael Chandler. There is a world where Michael Chandler cuts off the cage, backs him up against there, and just drills him with a big right hand, okay? Catches him. Why wouldn't he? He caught Dustin Poirier. He caught Justin Gaethje. He went toe-to-toe with Charles Oliveira, who's one of the most exciting guys in all the sport. So he does have that potential. But my prediction is Paddy Pimblett plays spoiler, doesn't give everyone what they want to see, doesn't give everyone this crazy rock'em sock'em robots, for want of a better term. It's not a bar brawl. It's mixed martial arts. It's at the highest level. Paddy's going to stick to a game plan, use his fight IQ, probably frustrate some of the audience members and Michael Chandler, and walk away with a decision victory. Anyway, I've just done 10 minutes on that one fight. The rest of the predictions will be on another video. The main event, who takes that? Is it going to be Alexander the Great Volkanovski as a 2-time featherweight champion, or is it the start of a new era with Diego Lopez? I will tell you all about that in the next video. Subscribe, ring the bell. Thanks for watching. Members videos dropping nearly every day. You guys take care.